All right, we are up for what do we got today? We got 2020, October 20th, 2010. Guyutica. Boy, I'm this is about my fifth try already. Part of the problem, I got to get off camera somehow, man. I got to figure out a different style of these where you're just looking at like set lists and stats and graphics and you're just hearing my sweet voice coming in. Part of the problem's the hair length. I need a haircut. And then, you know what also occurred to me about 5 minutes ago? I've been using Head and Shoulders, at least a solid decade now, and I've been like, well, maybe that's why I still have most of my hair. Maybe it's why it's not turning gray, on Head and Shoulders, my chin turning gray. See? Man, that stuff sucks because I just took a shower and shampooed my hair like, I don't know, 16 hours ago, I think I figured. And it's already kind of looking oily and dirty. I don't understand, man. And I was like, you know what it is? It's Head and Shoulders. That stuff's not very good. I need to start investing in some better shampoo. That's the damn problem. Troy Polamalu. It ain't got nothing to do with shampoo, man. Guy, I believe those ads. All right, so let's get to this show. All right, I can't though, really. I mean, this show was completely awesome too. The second set, it was like, for the songs that I like, this was almost handcrafted. There's a few in there I wouldn't put on my greatest hits, but look, Sand, Theme, Birds of a Feather, Tila, Melt, doing some cool shit with Melt too. A Piper in between, coming out of Piper, finishing up Melt. I mean, Slave to the Traffic Light. You would think that set is just something I'm not going to be able to shut up about. And then in the first set, this show is not even dubbed the F Zappa 20 special with all these awesome songs in the second set, and cool too, not like they were just going through the motions. And but the first set is really, I guess, is what it was most known for. Dubbed the Guyutica show. Once they hit Guyute, it was on from there. Almost like a cross-side or a tweezer thing. Other than I don't know if McGrupp got any Guyute action or not, but Antelope did. Bowie and Wilson certainly did. Bowie and Wilson, I don't know what they had a good Bowie going along because they were just kind of loose on there. A little loosey goosey, man. Started getting a little loosey goosey and Wolfman's with the vocals too. This was a show I know. I'm surprised I hadn't listened to this show in so long. Back when this was one of the last shows I believe that I downloaded before I took my own little personal hiatus for a couple of years. 2011, 12, parts of 13. And like 13, like yesterday's show was one of the best of 13. This was one of the best of 2010. So where was I? Oh yeah, they had a nice Bowie going along, and then all of a sudden they hit Wilson with some Guyute in there, and then once they finish up Bowie, they get into Wilson, more Guyute, and then we get a McGrupp, a really hard extended Saw It Again too. If you're a Saw It Again guy, this is probably one to check out. An official live Phish release, even got the DVD action. I was no longer buying DVDs at this point. Sad, really. I had bought basically every CD available up until this point. Maybe I think was Alpine. What year was that Alpine DVD? That might have been the last one that I purchased right around. I don't know. Never mind. Who cares about the history of my CD buying, huh, or DVD buying? So then, yeah, and then the Antelope was really cool. Got a little guy at Page even getting in on the Guyute, I believe. And it said somewhere on .net, too, that Mike teased. What did Mike tease? Oh, Nelly Kane. I guess Mike did not get the memo. He threw some Nelly Kane action in there. Big night for Fishman as well this night. Drowned, Sand, Theme from the Bottom. Like I was saying, the second set, while everything was pretty good, the split open and meld into half mercy. There's the theory out there. I think I probably read it somewhere in a review, or maybe the Wook Plus guys, but somebody had a feeling, or maybe it was even Wally P. Somebody mentioned that Have Mercy was like, they felt like the playing wasn't going so well. And they were just like, oh, have mercy on us. We're trying our best up here. We made a few mistakes, but I didn't feel like that. And then the Have Mercy was not a quick trip through it. They gave it a little spice into the Piper. And while the Piper didn't go too long, it was pretty cool to hear Piper going right back into the proper melt, and then ending the whole thing with a Slave to the Traffic Light. Certainly had to be one of the best shows of 2000. I got through it, Boy, you would have seen, if you'd have seen these first four attempts, at one point I was like, nope. So who was it? Mike Singletary. I went full Mike Singletary. I was like, I think I got somewhere around Theme from the Bottom. I was like, can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it, man. Got to get off screen. Got to get some graphics, man. Won't do it. Can't win with it. All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here. got through it. First, fucking cats, man, they were part of the problem. Plus, my desktop has not fully recovered since the power. I don't know what, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. You have a several day power outage, your desktop just never really recovers. I'm like 94% back, you know. I'm not, I'm no longer going to shout, I appreciate you being a member and making the request, but, in case you like request a show and I don't really love the show, I don't want, I don't want any like, oh, I don't know what it is. I just don't want to like, bad enough that I'm shitting on some show that people like. Then I'm going to put you on blast and be like, Dave, nice pick, Dave. I don't want to do that, man. I don't know. Boom. And in the future, maybe if I won't shit on the show, I'll just be like, I'll figure something out. Kind of like I did with it. Although I loved this show, I just didn't like this part of it. I mean, come on, look at me. Would you want to be on camera all the time if you looked like this? I've seen some of you. You'd be lucky if you looked like this. All right, boom. Love you guys. We're out of here.